Hey everybody, welcome to Review Time with Islip. I'm Islip, and today we're going to be taking a look at the fanshobby MB-06C version 2 Power Baser. I'm not sure what's different between version 2 and version 1 other than this one has chrome on it, whereas the original Power Baser didn't come with chrome, or at least with the chrome legs. So that's the box. Let's turn it around so you can see what's on the back. I'm trying something new here, so you know you'll see me over in the corner somewhere. But yeah, so pretty nice box. In the box you get obviously the Power Baser, you get your instruction booklet, and you get a little card with stats if you want to read that. I don't know if you're not focusing, are you? Let's see. There we go. Focusing on. There we go. Alrighty, and then let's just make sure it's. So here we have the fanshobby Power Baser, and I've had this guy for a long time now. I have been meaning to do a review on him for how long have I had him? Since the summer, maybe since the spring. I don't remember, to be honest with you. But here he is in his vehicle mode, and it looks fairly decent. It's pretty decent. It looks like a version of Powermaster Optimus Prime or God Ginrai, if that's who you choose. I personally, he's going to be my Ginrai. I've got another figure that I'll review soon enough. That's going to be my Powermaster Optimus Prime. I'm going to have both of them on the shelf because why not? You know, Powermaster Optimus Prime apparently came first. Then we got Ginrai with the upgraded armor. I've got a black version of the God armor for this figure, which I will take a look at a later date. Right now, we'll just take a look at him. And let's move these up. He's got a nice bit of hiccups, apparently. A nice bit of turning. So let's go ahead and take this off, and we'll put this over. Actually, no, before we do that, let's go ahead and bring in the original Optimus Prime, so you can get a bit of a size differential. So you can see, obviously, he's bigger and longer, but he's not much taller, to be honest with you. Could you come up? I feel like that's coming apart and shouldn't be. Let's go ahead and take the guns off for the moment so that I can put this on top and we can see the differences between the two figures. This is the Toys R Us reissue Optimus Prime, Powermaster Optimus Prime with Apex armor, and his Powermaster, which is Ginrai instead of Haikyuu for some reason. I don't know why they did that, but hey, that's what I'm sticking to. So we've got Optimus Prime with Ginrai, and we have Ginrai with the Transtector. So go ahead and take the Power Masters off for the moment. Let's move these guys over just a bit more, and we'll take a look at the Power Master / Godmasters, depending on which continuity you are more fond of. And they are pretty good looking. Yeah, they're really good looking. Now he should have, his legs should be black like this, guys, but they're not. Although I don't remember if in the cartoon his legs were black or if they were gray. So yeah, and transformation is simple. Just like with the original ones, you just pop the legs down and fold them around. The original one, you didn't have to do that. The original one, it was just Sorry, pop the legs out. I'm off to the side if you're wondering. Well, actually, I guess you're not wondering because you'll be seeing it over there. So, so my camera's over here because these figures are pretty big. And reaching around is not doing it for me. So we're going to do it this way. So we've got those guys. We'll go ahead and put them over here for now. Get you standing up there. Okay. Go ahead and we'll just let them fall. Go ahead and grab this guy and we will go ahead and transform the cap. Well, let's take a look at the cap closer. So he's pretty nice. The only thing I don't like is that the wheels, for some reason on the side, they put him out. I guess they couldn't figure out a way to have them in more and the mechanisms working, but you know, it's an older figure. Newer figures are probably going to take care of that problem whenever they come out. But yeah, it's a pretty nice looking vehicle. I wasn't gonna do the transformations on the screen, but I guess I'll go ahead and do it because I'm already here. So hopefully I won't be in the way. First thing we want to do is go ahead and open these bits here so we can fold these bits down. We want to take these bits and fold them over and they will plug into the leg there. Hopefully that's all on camera because I can't see now that I'm off to the side. Go ahead and split the legs, open these bits up, and you can slide them out and close the bits back up again. And then we're going to pop these bits open, and that'll allow us to move the foot so we can come under here and open that so we can pop the heels out. Not heel spur. Drives me nuts when people say heel spur because we're not using them to spur an animal on, we are using them to stand. So to stand and to balance, they would be heels, not spurs. Okay, so go ahead and do this. These should push up, yeah, push up. These bits push up. Okay, bring these down, and then we're going to go under here, and these bits here, the wheel bits here, they fold in and plug up. Fold in and plug up. Before we collapse this over, we want to open up this piece here, pull out the head, and then we're going to push down the grill, and then close this. Nope. Get this lined up properly. Now we close this so that we oh shoot, have that like that, and then you're going to bring this down, and it's on. It bends in two places, so bring it down, and you can use that for an ab crunch if you need to. Then we're going to take these, bring them down, swing them around, bring this down, swing it around, open, bring out the fists, close that back up. Again, we will open, rotate out the fists, close that, and that's pretty much your power base done. You can leave these down and put them up if you want to have that sort of, what is it, the Michael Bay Optimus look if you want to. I actually wish they could just fold over just one more time because that looks bad. I don't like that. But there you have your Optimus Prime in or your Ginrai in what do you call it? This mode. I was supposed to turn this into the motor and plug it in, but you don't need to. This will give you a bit of a size comparison. And yeah, and I guess we can go ahead and now we won't plug him in because we still have to take care of the base. And I also have to do his articulation. So we're gonna just leave these guys over here. But yeah, it's a pretty nice looking Optimus Prime. Where did I do with my other? Let me go ahead and grab another Optimus. Here we go. We have MP-10 Optimus Prime. For those who have MP-10, transform elements, op leader, which I've customized actually. I don't know if you can see it, but I went and put blue reflective tape over his eyes so that it's not showing very well, but so that it gives him more life. I'll go ahead and take these out. Bring in, let's get the original, whoop, the original version. So his transformation actually is a lot the same. It's just this is actually a more simplified version of that. Or I should say this is a more complicated version of this. There we go. It hits all the spots. Oh, hold on. I forgot something. I forgot to pull out his crotch flaps because I'm old and I forget stuff. Dang nabbit. In case you're wondering, I turned 50 2 months ago. So yes, I am very old. I am very unhappy about that, but you know, life is life. So there we have it. Now you can see his eyes are blue. His are red for some reason, not sure why. And it's kind of funny because when you put him in super mode, the eye colors switch. So his eyes become blue and his eyes become red, which is weird. But let's go ahead over the articulation. We've got a ball jointed head, which gets you a lot of stuff. 360 ratcheted arms. No ratchet this way, but you get a really high you can lift his arm pretty high. Rotation 360 at the upper bicep, or mid bicep actually, I guess that would be. Double jointed elbow, rotation at the wrist, and his fingers do the typewriter fingers thing. His main 3 fingers are always like this, and then his other one is like this, but you can kind of straighten it out a little bit. It's got an extra joint that the other one does not have. Rotation at the waist. He can look back that far. He can look forward that far without using the waist. Just want to make sure we're focusing. His legs go all the way forward. If you didn't have the little flap there, you could go up even higher. All the way back. More than a Van Damme split or Perceptor kick, whatever. He gets a 90 degrees at the knee. Heck nabbit. I normally don't have this issue, but I'm doing this on camera, so of course I'm gonna have that issue. His feet go like this, and because of the way they're built, they go all the way forward like that. And let's see, we can get, that's about it. We can't get a toe tilt up, and then the heel moves. So he's got a lot of articulation. He also has a lot of gappage. I don't like that, but what are you gonna do? That's the way they made him. Not sure why they didn't, or at least move these wheels in more so that they or angled them or something. A piece come down, they could have put another piece in there. Is there another piece in there? Nope, there's no other piece. So there's that. Let's move them to the side for now. We'll get his trailer out so we can turn it into base mode, if I can remember how to do it without looking at the instructions. I did do it the other day, so I shouldn't have an issue, but let's see. Are we on the camera? We are on the camera. Alrighty, so we're gonna take these off. And that will allow us to move this and move these bits so we can get the arms out, and we'll just leave them like that for now. Come over here. We're going to what are we going to do? We're going to separate all of this. That'll go down like that. This bit will flip in like this. This will flip down into there. Same thing here. This piece will flip over like this. This piece will go down like that. And we will... Which side opens first? There we go. Okay. So we have got that like that. This separates here. This separates here. We are going to extend what will be the legs. You need to do that. So you'll have a mess kind of like this, and then we will turn these around for the moment so we can figure out what we're going to do next. And that goes like that. Nope, that doesn't go like that just yet. Okay, we'll leave that like that for now. These will come oh, these have to move because you have to flip these over. It's almost like you're turning them into robot mode, but you're not quite doing it. So flipping this, flipping that, that goes like that. And then we need to flip these up. And what comes next? This is going to be the front. Okay, so we have to take these bits and we're going to rotate them like this, and then yes. We have to get them out like this. Go. I'm guessing. I'm trying to remember. I'm old. Okay. This has to get folded like so. This has to get folded like so. And then we have to rotate. These bits here have to rotate so that the screw is facing down, which is not the easiest thing to do, but you can do it. Okay. Same thing on this side. These ratchets are really strong, so at least there's that. So you can get it down, and you're supposed to bring these bits in forward a little bit. Okay. Go. I'll be honest with you, the base mode kind of sucks. But, I mean, it's there. It's there. Go. And then this goes... slides forward like this slides... this slides forward. And then this goes up like so. And it doesn't plug into anything, it's just there. Does it plug into anything? Am I wrong? I am not wrong. It doesn't plug into anything. Just kind of sits there, and I feel like these are not even. There we go. Okay, it's like that. And this piece, this piece comes up and gets folded over for some reason. No, actually that stays. It gets folded over for whatchamacallit. So that goes like that, that goes like that. These go like this. We're almost there, guys, we're almost there. So my alarm's going off to get ready for Good Morning Cybertron. I guess I'm going to be a little late today because I just want to finish this off, which I'm almost there. So am I still recording? I am still recording. Good. But oh, I see what I did wrong. Hold on. I did that backwards. Shoot. This is supposed to flip the other way. Alrighty. Whew. That was not fun to do. So don't be like me, be smart. Okay, and now we just get everything all straightened up, and that's why it's sometimes good to look at the instructions again. Okay, so like that. Okay. There we go, and get these set. We're almost done now. We're almost, at least done with the base mode. Okay, that goes in there. There's a little slot that swivels around that comes out that you use to plug. I mean, you can always plug these in the top if you want to. But those go like that. And if you can hear Godzilla in the background, that's because Godzilla's that's my alarm. That was the alarm I'm talking about. Take these, split them apart, pull this out. That goes up here. This looks really dumb, but hey. And then this goes in like this. It just gets wedged in. No, actually, it's over here. There we go. Gets wedged in, split apart. This part gets wedged in right there. And then this gets pulled out. And then you can take your Ginrai and you can sit them on the guns if you want to. He's got a lot of posability, which I forgot to show off. So let's do that now. He's got a ball jointed arm that goes up about that far. It doesn't really go any higher, but he's got elbows, so we can do that. He has no waist. His legs go forward that far, back that far. Knee bends, almost a double knee bend. Bends pretty far, and that's about it. His head doesn't move, his waist doesn't move, and he can go. I can pop his legs off is what I can do, because I'm so freaking bright. So yeah, if you want to, you can sit them on the guns like in G1. You can do that if you want to. They don't stay up very well. It's not like they don't lock they don't lock at all. So when you put them in, it may weigh it down if you don't do it just right. But yeah, he can sit on it. You can take Ginrai, Optimus, whatever, and put him back here. And there you have all of that mess. Give me a second. I gotta go and shut my alarm off because it's driving me crazy. All right, let's go ahead and we're gonna move this over a little bit. So this way I can show you the original base mode. Base mode. I keep forgetting I got a camera looking at me over here. Good thing I haven't picked my nose. Right, there's the base mode. And I mean, that's definitely a better base mode. I'm sorry. That's just much, that it has ramps. It has a sort of building. It has a head that doesn't have any place really to go, but you got the head, you know, and then you just take the robot and you can stick the robot here to man the gun. That's here, although that, now that I think about it, that kind of looks a little don't do it. I'm still recording. But you take your little Powermaster, and again, he can be set at any of the whatchamacallit. You just, although it does a slightly better job there than it did here, because these plug in solidly and these just kind of wiggle about. So, you know, yeah. But now it is time for the biggin. And he gets pretty big. I'm not gonna lie to you. He gets freaking big and chunky, which he should get chunky because he's a Powermaster Optimus, and Powermaster Optimus gets big and chunky. That's just what he does. Now, should I redo some of my, now that we've got much better technology, much clearer and higher resolution, should I redo any of my older videos now? Let's go ahead and let me know in the comments if you want me to do my older videos, redo my older videos with the newer resolution, newer backdrop, newer lighting. A lot of my old videos, oh my god, the lighting was horrible. Alright, so you take all that stuff off. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring those down a little bit, just enough to make way so we got to rotate we got a lot of stuff to do. So the first thing we're going to do is come down here and rotate these bits so that they are facing the right direction. There is a hole, and then the other side has a hole with a screw. I usually put the screw in the back. That's just how I roll. Ow! That's how I roll. There we go. Here we go. Alrighty. So we've got our mess kind of still a mess. Take this bit here and we're just going to put it back the way it was. You can rotate it around if you want it to cover the wheels, but the original toy didn't have the wheels covered, so I'm not going to do it. So we're going to do that. We're going to take these bits here, flatten this out so we can bring this over here and then slide it down. And try not to move the background. Do the same thing here. Flip this over, bring this over, and slide it down. Before you slide it down, take this piece here and flip it over. Now you can glide it down, because if you don't do that, you will not be able to manipulate the feet the way they're supposed to be manipulated. That. Okay, then we're going to come over here and want to pull this down so we can get to the heel and wiggle that out a bit. Go. Pull this down a bit so we can pull this out. And this back piece will line up with the foot. And that is the bottom of the legs done. You're going to push the wheels up to lock them in place. And you will have something that looks like this big old piece of jalopy bread. And do I have the legs on? I don't. I'm going to rotate this around. These flaps come down. And take the arms down. And then we're going to try not to die. My back is killing me. Open this flap up so we can get the hands out. Open the hands up. Get the hands out. Okay. Whew. And that's about all we're really going to do for now. Actually, we can bring this up and we can go ahead and plug this in now. We don't have to wait until later. And open this here. And we are almost done. Now we just have to transform this guy back into his truck mode. So go ahead and open these up and flip these around. Come on, flip these around. Same on the other side. Okay. And then we will open that so we can, actually extend this up first. Push this in. Then we can open this up so we can push the head down and pull this flap up, which on my copy likes to come down it likes to pop out a lot. So it's not a huge thing, but it's something to be aware of. Rotate the hands around because we're turning them into almost truck mode, but not quite. Come on. Flip these shoulder flaps up. Okay. And then we are going to take these bits here and we're going to put them away. Rotate it, flip it to the side, or put you away. And then we're going to rotate the waist so that we can get at the feet. So we're going to put his heels away. Heel away. Straighten that out for now. We'll worry about that in a minute. Let's see, what else are we supposed to do? Okay, we need to get this bent so that we're going to leave his wheels. We don't need to pop the wheels down. We're going to bring this down so that the hole is facing the bottom, because there's a piece over here that it kind of falls into. So we'll, why are you coming out? Bring these over and close them. Come on, close. And open these bits here. And now the arms, the forearms are going to go inside here. So and I hate doing this because these don't move. I'm always afraid of breaking them because of the way everything has to fit around. Don't like that. So there's that for now. And that's there for now. And then we're going to bring these up and plug these in for the moment, but the feet still have to be able to move. So then we're going to take this, and there's a little rectangular peg that comes out, and there's a slot here that it slots down into. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And you know you did it right because, well, you'll just know. Now my eyes suck, so I can't really see what I'm doing. So I got it in the slot. It just is now supposed to slot. Now, you know what? Open it back up. That's my fault. Don't close it just yet. I'll tell you what, when it closes in really good. Let's take this back out. I hate when toys do that. I feel like you have to break them to get them to work. Let's try that again. Where are you? Slot. There you are. There we go. Slots down. Then we can close, well, bring his head on the stick. Make sure it's slid all the way up, and then get it through the feet. Again, another thing I don't like that. I would have rather it wasn't stuck on there and it was a separate piece, or a piece that could separate and come out, because, and another company is doing that too, and it's one of the few things I don't like that. It shouldn't have. You know, it's like, oh, we don't want to part. It doesn't. If you put it on a stick, it's still parts forming. Damn it! Just because I didn't have to take it off, it didn't transform. It's on the stick and it hit somewhere. You can see me now. I forgot that. All right, and then these come down like so, and they don't tap in anywhere. They just kind of rest there. Alrighty, then we come over here, make sure the flaps are like this. This closes around, and then this comes down and it slots into two slots here. Now this looks like it's supposed to come around and go over these slots here, but I'll be honest with you, it don't work too well, so I'm not even gonna bother with that. And there you have your Powermaster Optimus Prime, or God Ginrai, whatever you want to call him. Now he has these bits here, and they slide up and down, but you're specifically told not to slide them all the way down, even though they slide all the way down. I don't know why. They actually, like, there's a groove in the feet. If you get the feet just right where they fit in, you just can't, at that point afterwards, you won't be able to move the feet around, but it slides into the feet. So I don't, and this thing is kind of back heavy. So I don't understand why they even bothered then if you aren't going to. Probably because now it's hard to stand. Oops. See, he wants to tip backwards for some reason. He doesn't normally want to tip backwards. But today, he wants to tip backwards. I don't know why. Okay. There we go. All right, now we got the bot basically done. Now we just have to add in a quick. We'll take the Powermaster buddy, and just to show you how much bigger he got, let me just put. There's his Powermaster guy now. So we'll go ahead and fold him back up into his engine mode. And then with 2 magic words, we will get it done. So, God on! And I just realized my mic is facing the wrong direction. Turn around, you fool. Hopefully it sounded okay. And then take these bits, fold them back down, plug them into his shoulder. Same thing, plug them down, fold them into his shoulder. Take his guns. Now these can actually, I forgot to show that, you can fold these out and you can use this little bit as a handgun. It can be used by, actually if you colored it silver, it'd look almost like Megatron in his P. Walter mode. But yeah, you can slot it in his hands. It's instead of a tab slot, it's a groove slot. So you slide it down and it holds it really good. And more third-party companies need to start doing that, because a lot of those figures don't like to hold their, like, especially if you ratcheted arms, when you move the arm, those jerky motions make everything fall out of their hands. So why not use the tab slot method? See, look, it's in there really good. And then just put the fingers around the way you want to. We'll just do it with the one hand, and because I got to do the articulation soon. But let's move him over let's move him over and back a little bit. Let's see, are you all the way in? You are all the way in. So I can do size comparison. So here he is with MP10 and transform element op leader. He's gained about 4 inches, as he should. He's not even the tallest Powermaster Optimus Prime. And then here's the original Powermaster Optimus Prime / God Ginrai. Oh, actually, I was wrong. His eyes are still red. His eyes are still red in this mode. I don't know why they didn't color his eyes blue in the other mode, but in this mode, his eyes are supposed to be red. They're red, but they are so slanted you can't really see anything. But then again, that's kind of how his face looked for the what do you call it? For the Japanese continuity. Whereas the American continuity, the head was more like that, but we actually never got him in the show. We only got him like what do you call it? He was hosting the show. So yeah. But it's still pretty good. It's still pretty good. I actually am really happy I got this guy. He makes for a good, he's nice and bulky. I wish I would have gotten him early enough where I could have gotten the replacement head for the Marvel continuity, because I really, for some reason, like that head, even though I hated it when I was a kid. But now, yeah, I want it, but I can't get it now because it's always all sold out. So, but you know, it's good, and it still has articulation, although because he is a lot heavier, it is harder to get him into stances. But his arms rotate 360. They do come out like this because of how the arm transforms. He has an upper bicep. He has a double, let's use this hand. He's got a double elbow. Wrist moves. Fingers are all articulate differently. They don't splay out, but there's the knuckle, and then there's 3 knuckles. His finger bends like my finger does. And then he's got a thumb that is on a ball joint, so it can swivel around, and it can bend and do almost everything it needs to do. It doesn't seem to, hold on a second. It doesn't, it doesn't have a joint where it can go out like this. So if you want to do a thumbs up, you have to kind of cheat and rotate his thumb all the way around so it's backwards, and then use that ball to give the thumbs up like that. But then you can see it's not, it looks weird. But yeah, he's got a waist which still works. If you move the flaps over, you've got a 360. It's not ratcheted, which I don't know if I feel like it should be ratcheted or not. But yeah, and his legs can go forward about that far till it hits the hip skirt. If you move the hip skirt out the way, it can go out a little bit, so about that far. Backwards, it can go all the way. It has a double knee bend for some reason, which actually looks pretty cool because he can like kneel down and then ride along his knees. His feet have back and forward, side to side, and yeah, and his head is on a ball. And there is a replacement head. Like when you get like God Bomber, you get a separate head that you can use, that everything splays out for the super duper robot mode. So this is what Super Ginrai, and then with God Bomber he becomes God Ginrai. So yeah, or Apex Optimus. I don't know how that would go, but yeah. And oh, is he too close? So there we go. Now he's pretty good still, even with some of the new offerings that are coming out. We've got Grand Raijin coming out, but he's not complete. Like, it's $200 for the trailer, and then whenever the figure comes out, I'm pretty sure it's going to be like $150 to $200 for the figure. But I will review that pretty soon, and we'll go over everything with that. As far as this is concerned, though, it's still a pretty good bang for your buck. Between this and the only thing I don't like really is not even the proportions. The proportions are fine. I don't mind him being dumpy because he's dumpy there, and his head is too big. And I mean, you've seen me. I've done videos where I've had a smaller head. His head is just way too big, but it's like that because of the super duper combination mode, where the head would be about right, which actually doesn't even make sense because this was made first before they even thought about doing that. So I don't know. That said, I am iSlip. I keep forgetting I've got a camera on me. So this figure is still good, and there's different iterations. You can get Black Convoy, you can get Nucleus, Ginrai, Nucleon Ginrai, the orange one, or I think the black one's Nucleon Ginrai, the Fire Guts Ginrai, which is the orange one. They have one that's done up in sort of a cross between Ultra Magnus and Powered Convoy colors that I want to get, but it's a bit much when it is in stock. But yeah, he's not bad. He's actually pretty decent. So until we get another, and it's the first masterpiece sized Super Ginrai or Powermaster Optimus Prime we've gotten. So until we get something else, we really can't really say much against it. I mean, it's not perfect. The other thing I hate, and I forget about it sometimes, but the other thing I hate are, you see these white tampo thing? I hate those. I don't know why they stuck those in. I guess maybe to throw. If there was a way for me to get rid of those, I would. If I had the paint skills, I would paint over it, because there's no reason why he should have these tampos. They don't say anything as far as I know. Even if they do say anything, he doesn't have them as a toy. They should have just left it off. But it is what it is. I mean, it's still a pretty good toy. It's still, or figure. I don't know if I want to say toy, because it's, at this point, it's kind of difficult to play with it because it's so bulky, and yeah. But as far, it's still fun. It's still nice to mess with from time to time. stands up on my shelf up there. Well, in on top of this, like this is kind of separated. There's a sort of a ceiling, and I have LED lights, and it looks really nice. And it just kind of lives up here. So yeah, that said, I was gonna say I'm Optimus Prime. I'm Islip. Should you get this figure, that is completely up to you, whether you should get it or not. Me, I'm glad I did get him. He's not one of those figures where I'm like, oh my god, I wish I wouldn't have got him. You know, I don't, you know, it's very rare that I ever get figures like that. I have gotten some figures like that. I've got some toys that made me want the toy manufacturer to go out of business because they were so bad. X-Transbats, I'm looking at you. I'm glad you got your act together though, because that first item you put out, that was horrible. I still want my $50 back, or 100. I forgot how much I paid for it, but it was garbage. It still is garbage. I had to crazy glue it. I had to crazy glue a Devastator together using it, because otherwise it wouldn't stay. It just kept popping off. But the rest of their X-Transbot stuff, especially their later stuff like Bulwark, and oh my god, their stuff is good now. So I'm not upset with them anymore. I'm glad they fixed their act, got their act together. You know what I mean? Well, that said, I'm Islip. Thanks for watching. Again, I do enjoy this figure. I'm glad I got this figure. And where the hell did I get this figure from? I either got him from TF Source or I got him from the Chosen Prime. Because I don't remember, to be honest with you. It was either that, the Chosen Prime or TF Source had them in stock, and I got them. At the time, I went through, I bought a whole bunch of Fans Hobby Masterforce toys. So I still got a few that I got to pick up. I still got to pick up their Minerva whenever she comes out. I got to pick out Buster and Hydra, but not in the show colors. I want them in the American colors. Those look better. And Overlord. Their Overlord. I definitely need their Overlord. But yeah, I've got some of their others. I got their Wheelblade. I'll do her eventually if I ever get motivated to keep doing this. Yeah. That said, I'm Islip. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I enjoyed doing this. I'm tired now though. Ciao.